welcome to another horrible garage video. This is my 2007 Subaru Forester. It is my workhorse, I love it, and we're going to be putting a new front lip on it today. However, this bumper sucks. My chair's falling apart. And there's no options for front lips at all. The sports bumper, which looks a lot better, is way too expensive. I don't want to spend $600 to get an unpainted one freighter shipped to me, or crate shipped. Freight shipping? Who knows? Either way, it's too expensive. I'm gonna make a custom one from another Subaru, and we're gonna make it fit. I had an old one, but it decided to yeet itself into oblivion in the middle of Texas, I think, on my way here. It just went zoop, and I saw it in my rearview mirror. I don't know where it is. Anyways, we're gonna make it work. First things first, in order to get the front lip out of the car, you need to make sure not to park too close to the garage door, because I cannot open it. All right, let's fix this problem. All right, we got it out of the car. Let's open it without sending ourselves to the ER. Wow, the big reveal. So exciting. Can't wait to break this in 6 months. Just kidding. The last one I had on there was good for, it was like a year and a half. So this is a very cheap, which I am realizing now. This is a very cheap version of a 2004 to 2005 Subaru WRX front lip. It's meant for the splitters, that's why there's these little rises here. I have one on my WRX, which I'll post a picture of. I've had that one for like 2.5 years, so we're gonna make it fit. We're gonna make it work. All right, so it already lines up pretty nicely. I had to cut the edges off of the last one, but we're gonna see if we can get away without doing that this time on this one. I might eat my words, but last time I was smart enough to save, let's see, let's not tear the bag. Here we go. Save the end clip that I cut off. You can tell that this quality is much better. The new one looks less quality, but you know what? It was cheaper, so that's what I get. Spending $300 on a front lip for a daily is stupid, and that's just my opinion. All right, so anyways, the first thing we're gonna do is we're just gonna do a little mock-up with some zip ties before we go back in with the screws and clips. Please ignore my front bumper. It's very sad. Are you really a car guy if you don't have a 4-year-old bag of zip ties in your garage that you're still using? Because I do. But from the factory, it comes with some holes for some clips on the bumpers. We're just gonna use those to mock this up and see if we can get away without cutting it this time, just so it all stays in one piece. Well, it turns out my camera died for this next clip and didn't record what I was trying to say. It turns out you actually have to trim off some of the edge of the front lip. They're just different shapes. They're meant for different cars, so it makes sense. So now I'm gonna walk you through how to make sure you cut off equal parts on both sides. All right, so what we're gonna do first, in order to measure how much we need to cut off on each side, we're gonna line the middle up here with the middle of the bumper to make sure we have an equal cutting on both sides. And this new one might actually be a little bit nicer because I get these 3 nice mounting points, which I haven't had before and I don't believe come on the other ones. So this might work out to my benefit. Heave, 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 heave. There we go. Safety first, Harbor Freight jack stands, known for trusted quality. Everybody's best friend is a bag of self-tapping screws when you're putting on front lips. Oh yeah, I can see where the old front lip tore off. Rest in pieces. I would say that's pretty even. All right, so now that we got it all mocked up, we can see that we need to cut that off. So we're gonna mark it up and cut it off. And it should be even on both sides. Looks about so. But it's even in the front. That looks good there. Obviously it's not all sealed up as it will be, but let's see how it looks once we cut the edges off. Remember kids, always measure once and cut twice. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. Cool, all my fingers are there. All right, time to secure the rest of the lip, and we'll see how it lines up. All right, I would say that lines up pretty well. We're gonna go back underneath. So we just have a mock setup right now with just a bunch of zip ties. We're gonna go back underneath now, and we're gonna do a bunch of screws and bolts where they'll fit. I just realized that the front lip that I ordered came with all this stuff. So I'm gonna use as much of it as I possibly can. All right, so it's the next day, and we got everything secured up along the bottom, and it looks pretty flat, looks pretty even, and it's nice and sturdy. Let me grab the bits. This is what I cut off. It's probably about, I can't find my tape measure, or else I would measure it, I promise. It's probably about 3.5 inches cut off each side. I'll link the lip I bought in the description down below, just in case you also own a Forester with this front bumper and you want something to work. And I think it works out pretty well. I'm pretty happy with it. We're gonna lower it, and I'm gonna trim off the edge of the zip ties. I used more zip ties than I really wanted to. However, every good front lip is held on with zip ties, some self-tapping screws, a couple bolts, and a dream. And that's how they all are. Or at least that's how all of mine are. But we're gonna finish this up and we'll see what it looks like from the outside. All right, well, it's not that bad. It's nice and clean, it's very simple, and it looks good from far away too. I mean, that's all what a front lip should be, just nice and simple. I'm pretty happy with it. So I'll link it down below, just in case you want to check it out yourself and do it yourself. But it was pretty easy. It feels nice and sturdy, and it looks good. And it didn't break the bank either. So if you liked it, if you enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe, like, comment, all that fun stuff. I'll see you in the next one.